Hey, Chicago. I'm coming at you live from Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I am beyond thrilled to be talking to you alone in my loft. What an honor. Hey, listen, a couple of things I want you to know. First of all, this is my first ever Louder Than a Mom show. I'm excited to be here, or be there, or be everywhere. The second thing I want you to know is I'm not wearing any pants. Why? Because I don't have to. You're not going to see from here down, so it's good. The other thing I want you to know, I can't see you or hear you. So if you're laughing and I keep talking, or you're crying and I keep talking, or you're getting up to leave, or there's a riot and I can't see and hear you. All I see and hear and feel, I feel you. I see your tech guy. Turn around and give him a big, huge wave. I see your tech guy and he's looking good tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my story about being busted. So my name is Quinn Fontaine, and that's actually my chosen name. I'm transgender. I'm 2.5 years into my transition from female to male, and I'm going to be 50 in October. I grew up in rural Virginia in the 70s and 80s, before transgender was even a word. And I knew what I was, I knew who I was, by the age of 4. Talk about weird. It was weird growing up in the wrong body. It was even weirder growing up in the South, or the beginning of the South, where nobody talks about anything. Shh. So I learned to be quiet really early on and not talk about my real feelings. But I also learned that if I was funny, then I was safe. If I was funny, I could move in and out of any of the cliques all through ages K through 12. I could get along with everybody to a certain degree. And that's what kept me safe, and that's what kept me popular. I was the class clown and a loner. What a weird combo. It's true. So anyway, I was known for my pranks. I did pranks all the time, and I did them all on and off and whatnot, but my biggest and best prank to date happened when I was a junior in high school. I still wasn't telling anybody about who I was. People were guessing that I liked girls. I always liked girls. From the time I was in 3rd grade, I had my first crush. And one of the hardest things growing up being trans and liking girls was when girls I had crushes on would say to me, and my birth name is Kathleen, "Oh, Kathleen, you'd be so cute if only you were a boy." Rah! Anyway, I found creative ways to deal with all that stuff. My junior year of high school, it felt like everything had bubbled up to the surface. It felt like the perfect time to do a really creative fuck you to the entire school and everybody. Now, I wasn't going to hurt anybody, but it was time to just, mess them up a little bit. Just mess with their minds. So it was right before spring break that year. I found myself, and it wasn't planned, it was really organic. All of a sudden, I found myself at the grocery store buying 6 dozen eggs. I took them home, I hard-boiled all of them. I dyed them all the fun pastel springtime colors and let them dry. And I stayed up all night doing this. I was a loner, I was weird, and I was committed. What a cool combination. So I went into the dining room, spread out on the dining room table, and I made these elaborate posters. Now, I found in my journey, if you make something look elaborate, people believe it. If it's elaborate looking, then it's gotta be legit. So I stayed up all night making these elaborate, huge posters that all said, "School-wide Easter egg hunt today." Then I went back in the kitchen, and all the eggs had dried, pulled them into my dining room table area and spread out. It was like 3 a.m. I'm the only person up in my house. All the pets are snoring. It's just me on a mission to be weird and zany. So I spent the next part of the evening taking each egg and taking a permanent magic marker, writing on each egg very clearly, "Redeem at office for prize." Gathered up all my stuff, packed up all my stuff. The next morning I'm leaving to go to school. No one seemed to notice that I have like an incredible amount of dairy products with me and a lot of signage. No one was asking a lot of questions in my house. Anyway, got to school, put everything in my locker, and waited, and waited, and waited. And the perfect time was when everybody was in lunch. Most everybody was in lunch. The couple office ladies were in the office, and everybody else was in class. And I went around, I got my stuff out of my locker, and I went around putting up posters here and there, all around the school, Took eggs, put them on fire extinguishers, in doorways, and there aren't a whole lot of places to hide things in a public high school, but I found places. And then I decided that my locker would now be right across from the office window. Big, huge office window. And I'd be right across from that, at my locker, working on my combination, never figuring it out because it really wasn't my locker. And all the while, waiting in anticipation. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? School bell rings. Kids come walking down the hallways. Next thing I know, I hear everybody exclaiming with excitement, "Yo man, did you get an egg? I got 2 eggs in every pocket, man. I got lots of pockets, man. So I think I got lots of eggs. Yeah. I got 3 eggs, girl. Let's go." Everybody in the school traipsing down to the office. There I am, at my locker, working on my combo, and no one seemed to notice that it wasn't my locker, nor that I couldn't figure out how to open it. I stood there, and I waited, I was shaking, I was so excited. I had no idea what was gonna happen. I just loved it. I was creating like the world's weirdest form of performance art, and no one knew this line is forming. And the kids are starting to feel really big and powerful, and they're going down, they're like, "Yeah, redeem an office for pride." Yeah. And the women, I could see the women, the two, they seemed like they seemed ancient at the time. I was 17, they were probably just in their 60s, but they seemed like 90. And they were getting tinier and tinier. And the kids were getting bigger and bigger. And the ladies were getting tinier and tinier. And the window was there, so I couldn't hear anything. Kind of like right now. But the window was there. It didn't matter, because I could see. And I could make up that they were going, "I don't know nothing about no school-wide Easter egg hunt today, Mildred, don't you?" Because in Virginia, they talk a little weird, or some of them do. And they didn't know what was going on, so they had to tell the kids they didn't know what was going on. They told them the truth. And so the kids left the office one at a time, still with their eggs in hand. And all I could think was, "Welcome to my world. It ain't easy being you right now, is it?" A period later, I'm in class, minding my own business. I hadn't told anybody about this. I'm sitting there, smirking, giggling to myself. Next thing I know, over the PA, Kathleen Cook, please report to the office." Busted! Someone recognized my handwriting in my hand.